Welcome. Today we're going to talk about a finish that I have. My Smalls gift exchange item came in the mail today along with some of my table gifts from the Pacific Stitching Retreat. So we'll talk about that and a tiny little bit of haul. So stay tuned. Hi, Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Welcome. My channel is on my hobbies, and I like to talk about what I've been up to. Recently, pretty much cross stitch exclusive. Do a lot of cross stitching, a little bit of sewing. Sometimes I will do a little bit of quilting. I also enjoy making cards, gift tags, gift card holders, treat boxes, treat bags, that kind of a thing. So welcome if you're new here. I hope that you do enjoy what you see and that you'll hit that subscribe button. And if you are returning, welcome back. I thank you so much for coming back to see what I've been up to. Channel is growing, so I appreciate everybody who has stopped by and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Where to start? I actually was supposed to be not filming today. I was supposed to be in the mountains, but we had a little bit of a storm come through yesterday, and it just wasn't in the cards. They got about 3 to 5 inches of snow. No, I'm sorry, 3 to 7 inches of snow in a 24-hour period of time, and we just decided that we weren't going to go. So we still have the weekend off, and it's a beautiful day. The storms have passed. It's gorgeous. So we will be doing the retreat in April. And today my husband kept the day off, and so we have gone to Kohl's and Hobby Lobby, and we had lunch, and now we're home until dinner. So we've just been hanging around. So that's been kind of fun. My finish, I'm so pleased with it. Let's start there with my finish. Oh, and look, I have a little helper friend, so I don't make you guys dizzy. There's Bentley. Hi, Bentley. I have to keep the door shut because he comes in and he bites my pant leg. Yeah. We don't like that. He's a chomper. So I shut the door. He's not too thrilled to be away. He had a little bit of a hot spot. I think last weekend she took him in and got that looked at, and it's looking much better. So he's been doing good, but he's a turkey lurkey. Anyways, so let's start with just what I've been working on, my finish, and then I'll go into what I got from the retreat, and we'll talk about the haul. I had a finish, and it's the Scarlett House Entwined Hearts. I wanted to get this finished at the retreat, but I got sick, as I explained in my last video, and I had to come home, so I only got the day and a half, Thursday half day and Friday at the retreat, and then I was out for the rest of the time. But I had this, and I am so glad that I brought it because I got to a point where I could finish it over the weekend, and I did. Well, not the weekend, but the week after. So it's done. I'm so excited. I did make a couple of changes, and I'm just thrilled with how it turned out. This model here is stitched on Aztec Red linen by Weeks Dye Works. It's a 40 count. I I chose to stitch mine on 36 count Peony linen by Fiber on a Whim. And that meant I also had to do a color change. So I kept the black coffee, but I changed Muddy Puddle, Nature Trail, and Vanilla Custard to Begonia and Cherub by Weeks Dye Works and Oatmeal from Gentle Arts. So I have a little bit of a little change there. I also, well, let's show what it is. I'm going to clip it so it doesn't fall. I clipped the chart to the thing too. Let's see. Yeah. That's how I roll. So this is it. It's finished, and I love it. Two main changes besides the floss color. These in the chart were white and black, and they're strawberries, so I changed them to the Begonia and the black. The Begonia color on this linen is so gorgeous, and so I wanted to have more of that color anyways, and I thought that was the perfect place to put it. I could have changed the flowers too, but I opted to keep those the same. And then there's two crows on the bottom in the chart, but Gina at our table said that she finished it this way. She just did two more hearts on either side, and then that are the intertwined, and then initials of her and her husband. So I did my initial and my husband's initial. And this one's off a skosh, but I don't care. I'm not taking it out. I'm done. I'm mentally done with it. But I love it. I think it's going to be really pretty framed. I see it in a silver frame, or maybe like a black frame that that's more gothic and not shiny, so maybe has a little bit of a honed look, so dulled a little bit, or a silvery gold. So I guess it'll just be whatever I see when I go there. I'll probably wind up with something completely different anyways, but it's done, and I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. And I still have a ton of this fabric left. So I will have to press that and take it to get it framed somewhere. That means that I will be giving away the chart, gifting it, passing the stash. And then I put my conversion on the back if you want it. There it is. So it's a gently used chart, but there should be no writing on the actual chart itself. And I will pass this on in a giveaway in the near future. So finish. I thought I had been working on this much longer than what I have been. It took me 13 months to finish that, almost to the day. So I was quite thrilled with that. So that was a pleasant surprise when I saw the start date, and then I added my finish date. Okay, I pulled out a couple things I haven't worked on for quite a while. Butterfly cloche from Hello from Liz Matthews. I love it so much. And I am stitching this with the called for on 40 count Cafe au Lait sand linen by Zweigart, and I'm using the called for colors. So there's the called for colors. And here's my progress. So I finished the black outline. I think I finished the black outline on the body and this wing, and then I started filling that in. And then everything that's not filled in right now, you know, on this side in particular, I believe is like one of the white colors. And then I had a little bit of black left over on my needle, so I started bringing this up again a little bit. So I think I got 10 more stitches added on that side. I want this hanging in my bathroom, that's in my bedroom. So, and I'm starting to get antsy, so I would like to pull this out and work on it a little bit more. It's so pretty. And I love the linen that I chose for it. I think it's just really nice. This was a booger. It took me a long time to fill that in, and my mom was like, I think I would have just left it the linen color. But I'm glad, and I thought about it, but I'm glad that I did the white because I think it really pops off of the creaminess of this linen. So I worked on that. I pulled out, you know, I'm going to talk about that last. I pulled out Harietta and Company. That shirt is taking some time. I am using the called for DMCs for this. So they're real pretty. And I am stitching this on a mystery fabric. I'm sure it's not. 32 count Winter Brew by R&R. And I have a huge cut of this linen, so I'm really happy that I do because I think it's a great color. But that's where I'm at with it. So I'm still working on that blouse. Yep. This week was a slow stitchy week because I had worked 12 hours on Tuesday, and Thursday I hosted my friends. It was my turn to host for our monthly get together. So I really didn't get a lot of stitching in. So I don't feel like I made a lot of progress on a lot of things. If I did nothing else but finish her, that would make me so happy. So I'm going to focus on this one again this week. Try to get her across the finish line. And then because St. Patrick's Day is fast approaching, I pulled out St. Patrick's Day Quaker. And the frog visited me on this one. I was off by a stitch on here, and so I had to take that out. I am stitching this on the called for 25 count potato Lugana. It's bigger than what I thought it would be, so I'm not super thrilled with that, but for St. Patrick's Day, I think it will be okay. I usually like my pillows to be a little bit more petite. So I think it's going to go out about another inch on this side, but that's where I'm at. I mean, I suppose that's not a lot of stitching, that I could potentially redo it, but I don't want to. And maybe I think it would be really cute as a pillow finish, but maybe I'll decide to put it on a board and then it could prop up too. That's always an option. So I added this shamrock and that heart and that shamrock and this here, and I did the socks. And then I had 2 of these hearts stitched already, but they were in the wrong spot, so I had to frog those. But really, it feels like it's almost halfway done. Not quite, but I mean, it's moving along quickly. And I love it. So I'm excited to have that done. And I'm using the called for. I bought the kit, so Color and Cotton Floss, and they are gorgeous. And the finishing kit came with a really cute fabric and the trim. So I'm pleased with that. He is chewing on some. I don't know where he went. Okay. I have 2 projects in this bag. Okay, so I pulled this out and I worked on it a tiny bit yesterday. I'm sorry, on Thursday, which I didn't get maybe but 25 stitches in. And so I was still wanting to work on it. So I pulled it out and I worked on it yesterday. So it's kind of my Friday focus. It wasn't halfway done, but it is now. So I think I can officially call it my Friday focus. It is Eliza's French Birds, 1849. And I am stitching this with the called for colors. And if it's not the called for Fancy Floss, then it's the called for DMC. And I am stitching this on 32 count antique ivory linen. And here she is. So I had Eliza done before, so I added the 1849. I finished these leaves. I had the brown. There's brown in there. I had to add that. And then I brought this stem up and I finished the bird. So now I just have the second bird to do and the top leaves and berries over both birds. And it's a finish. So I think I can get it done in the next couple weeks. I really see this in an ornate gold frame, but I think it's going to be bigger than what I thought, and so I don't know that I have a gold frame here. But I love it. It's so delicate, and I love the pinks. It's a little hard to see the definition of this wing here, but I guess you kind of done it. And I guess when it's done, it'll make more sense. Yeah, it's kind of the same here. But I love it. Very pretty. The other thing I have in this bag is Luminous Fiber Arts Gathering Stitches. But I was going to stitch it on that same fabric, but with this purple color. But I don't know. It's Amethyst by Weeks. I don't know that I have enough in this skein. I'm just not sure. So, we will figure that out when we get to it. Maybe I'll switch to a different color. Maybe I will buy another skein, but make sure that it's a full skein. I think my problem is I don't know that that's a full skein. Okay. Okay, and now I did put some work in on a Sal. Marissa from M. Kissa Creations, and I decided to do a stitch along. She had this booklet, I had the booklet, and then Kim from Contented Needle Worker Kim, she also wanted to stitch this. She did hers completely different, and it's adorable. Of course, she's done. She stitched 3 or 4 of these pillows, but Keeper of the Pins is what we're working on. I have stitched this one and this one, and now I am working on this one here. I'm just going, page by page through the booklet, and I'm stitching this on Vintage Country Mocha 36 count with the call for. Real pretty palette. And this is where I'm at on this stitch. So halfway done. Probably one more evening and this one will be done. I did buy some white beads, seed beads, the other day that I will be using. I bought all of these beads. And I'm either going to use the pearl ones, or I'm just going to use the flat white. For the pin, because I can show you the chart. You can see it has the pins, and then you just use beads for the pin tops. I could use French knots, and I've thought about that, but I do like it when I put beads on my project. So we're moving along. This one's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be as well, but that's okay. The only one that I'm not sure that I'm going to stitch is this one with the buttons. I don't think I have very many. I would love to use vintage buttons. I don't know that I have vintage buttons, but maybe what I'll do is I'll go on eBay and see if I can find some. The other thing I thought of today is it doesn't have to be neat and tidy rows. It could be just a collection of buttons that I have with the tomato pin cushion in there. Although I do like the symmetry of the buttons in rows and columns. I don't know. Decisions. Yeah, that's about all the stitching I got done. Like I said, it was just a wonky week. Very busy. Let's see. Okay, Pacific Stitching Retreat. We got, along with the tote bag that I showed last week and the needle minder that came in that tote bag, we also got a hand-dyed floss. This one is called Night Settles. So it's a beautiful purpley color, and it's got a little bit of a brownish or dark, like charcoal going through it. It's really a pretty purpley toned, a nice variegation, heavily variegated between the dark and the purple. So I really do like it a lot. This was the exclusive, the retreat exclusive chart done by Ink Circles. I did see somebody who took out the PS25 and just stitched birds flying. and I really liked the way that looked. Also from being from Southern California and being, you know, moments away from the beach, I really do enjoy the seagulls in pieces. So I think I might go ahead and take out the PS25 and add the seagulls, the flying birds. And then what I would do is create a tag to attach to the back of the finished piece with it being identified as a Pacific Stitching 2025 chart, just so I have that as a memento. But I do love it a lot. And then we were gifted a piece of hand-dyed linen. This is Sunset over California, and it's a 32 count linen is the one I chose. And this is it. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. If I felt like I had the space, I would totally be a fabric dyer, because look at that. It is so pretty. I usually start my pieces more, you know, so I have more of the fabric to work with, but I really wanted this piece here. I felt like that was a really good depiction of a California sunset. And so that's why I chose to start it there. And I'm really so glad that I did. Lots of people were walking by when I was stitching it at the retreat and loving the fabric and the placement of it. So I love it. It's so pretty. So that came, my table mate Sandy, thank you Sandy, she mailed all my things that I left there when I couldn't go back because I was sick. The other chart, on the second day we got a surprise chart, and it's also from Ink Circles, and it's St. David's Dragon. Live and Die LA, her husband is from Wales, and it says here on the back, St. David's Day is the feast day of St. David, the patron saint of Wales. It falls on March 1st each year and has been celebrated since the 12th century. The daffodil and the red dragon are traditional symbols of Wales and St. David. And I love it. And I think my sister did the 23andMe, and I think we have some Welsh in us. So it's perfect. Table gifts. This was a table gift, and it is Make Life Beautiful, Gina Schaefer. I felt like there was a magnet in here, but maybe not. And it's like a little thread bed or needle book, and I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so cute. Little tomato that she hand stitched on there, I think. Oh, maybe she machine stitched. It doesn't matter. It's darling. I love it. Thank you, Gina. And then Sandy gave us these darling little boxes, and inside the box is a seam ripper. But this right here is rubberized. So after you've pulled your stitches out, it kind of helps you just rub it over your fabric, and it cleans it up really, really nicely. And then she gave us little frogs. The frog already visited us. It didn't have to come and visit us while we were at the retreat, but mine, it brought friends. And then I got an S bead from Kim, from Contented Needleworker Kim, and then a little heart needle. And I don't think there's there might be a magnet in there. But this darling little box, I just love it. It's so cute. So I got that. I got another friction pen. It's a highlighter pen, and the nice thing about this is that this is an eraser, so it will erase what you highlight, and it does a pretty good job, actually. This fell. This was dropped off at the table at some point. So it is a needle minder. It looks like it's handmade. So thank you, Pam. And this is a sweet little dish. It's just so sweet. And then flowers, which would be really cute on a finishing piece. And then this is the Smalls gift exchange gift that I got. I did not get to participate. They did it on Saturday and I was home ill. But Sandy pulled a gift for me and it's so cute and I love it so much. Hope, thank you. It's stunning. It's beautiful. But she made this little box. And this is a Teresa Kogut chart. And then inside the box, it's lined with a little note, little handmade card. So thank you. And the chart is from, let me see, Dwelling Place Pillow from Teresa Kogut, 36 count Buttercup by Roxy Fiber Company. And then 3 skeins of Weeks and a little fairy wand. And then look at how it's finished on the inside. Oh, so pretty. I love it. I love it. Thank you. I am so sorry I wasn't there to open it with you there, because that would have been so much better. So, thank you. And I love it. And I think that that's it. Haul, my Classic Colorworks Floss Fix came in, and we got this time Morning Glory, Moss, Muddy Puddle, Mold Berries, Nature Trail, and Nighty Night. And here are the colors. They're so pretty. And that's all that came in. Market. Have you been seeing all the videos? People have been posting about Market and what they bought. I think all but one of my orders has shipped, so they should be here next week. So I'm hoping that next Saturday I'll be able to do a market haul video, and then give my top 5 or top 10 and which ones I'm going to stitch first. I'm so excited. I really, really am. So yeah, so that's that. Haul. Okay, so we went to Hobby Lobby today, and I will bought another one of those wooden bunnies. It's about an inch thick. I was going to decoupage it and put felt flowers on it, and then I saw where somebody took a wooden bunny and put a cross stitch finish on it. So I went and I bought another one. And that one I'm just going to paint maybe a creamy white color, and then whatever chart I finish for it will determine like how I decorate the neck. So I bought another one of those. I also bought the tall bunny. Have you seen the bunny where it's 4 sides? It kind of fits like this, and it's a bunny, and then they've got 4 Easter eggs. They've got 2 big ones and 2 smaller ones. Well, I kind of did a bonehead move. I went to the retreat and I thought I had all the cash. I thought I had all the cash that I had saved. I take birthday money and I take Christmas money, and when I know I have something like that coming up, I squirrel it away, and I usually get cash, so I just put it in the envelope, stick it in a drawer where it'll be safe. Well, I forgot, completely forgot I had it until I was cleaning for company on Thursday, and I opened up that drawer to put something away, and I'm like, what's this? I found a gift card for Hobby Lobby, and I found cash. Well, I thought it was $150. I think it was more. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I thought my gift card only had like $2 or $3 on it, at $25 on it. So I spent my Hobby Lobby gift card and a little bit of my cash, and I still had money left over. And I'm like, my husband was with me. I'm like, oh my God, it's such a great day. I found cash. I still have money left over. I didn't spend it all. I am so excited. So I bought Hobby Lobby. I bought the bunny and the small yellow Easter egg. And if I need more, they're 40% off right now, their spring section. If I need more, I will go back and get another egg, but they're pretty bulky, so I'm not sure. I think they're going to take up quite a bit of space. And I want them for the porch. And I don't want to block. I have 2 chairs on my porch. I don't want to block them. So we'll see how that goes. And then I bought a bunch of floss for projects, 3 projects that I needed to get floss for. So I may do a couple of starts this week. Now that I have all the floss, so I've got to put those on floss drops. And then I bought an 18 count Ada because I want to start the 324 chart. I don't think I have it out here anymore. The one that's got, it uses all 324 colors of DMC floss. So I went and I knew I didn't have like a lot of the lower numbers, so I just went and I bought a ton of the lower numbers. I bought, I think, 38 skeins of floss just to kind of fill in what I didn't think I had. And then also for the projects that I have in the house that I've been wanting to start, and I pull it out, and of course the first floss that I want to use I don't have, so I'm all set now. I can move forward on those. And fiber fill, I was almost out of fiber fill, and they had the sweetest little white ceramic bowl with bunnies and I think cabbage leaves on the outside of it, and all white. And I need that like I need a hole in the head, but I picked that up too. So that was fun. Then we went to lunch, and then I said, we haven't gone to this antique store that's on the way home for a while. And he's like, okay, we can go. So we stopped, and I found, I didn't want to bring it out here because the dog was out here and he bites, and I didn't want, it's depression glass, and I've never seen anything like it before. So I didn't want it to fall out of my hands or out of the box and break. So I will insert a picture of it. But it is pink depression glass, and it is about that big, and it's a covered candy dish, and it has birds on the top of it. I have never, and it's like, there's no chips, it's in perfect condition, and it was like only $38. I saw that and I grabbed it. And I love it. It's so cute. I like to collect milk glass and depression glass. I have all different kinds of, and cake plates, but I'm really trying to control the cake plates because they're really bulky and hard to display or store, or both. So I'm excited for that. I think that's beautiful. Also, I had to go into the Dollar Tree the other day, and as I walked by, they had these egg containers where it's colored on the bottom and then the top was clear. So for gifting purposes. And I'm like, oh, I'll get that for the kids for their Easter gift. I mean, even though they're in their 20s, I still like to do a little something for Easter, their favorite candies and some cash, and, you know, call it good. Then I looked up and they have bunnies. They have cute little bunny boxes, and they're completely solid, so they won't be able to see what's inside. And I feel like I need to go back and get one for my niece and nephew. $1.25. And they are so cute. Let's see if I can get it together. I think they had 4 colors. They had the purple and this blue, and I think a yellow or a green, and then they had a blue that was this color, but it was translucent, so you could see through it. But look at how cute this is going to be. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. What do you get for $1.25? I love it. So that's what I've been up to. Still have cash left. So I'm like, what am I going to spend it on? Now it's burning a hole in my pocket. Do I go and buy, I want to replace a pot on my front porch. Do I go and buy that? And I want it to be one of those glazed terracotta or ceramic pots. Do I do the responsible thing and put it, you know, pay down my market shopping? Do I buy more charts that I didn't get at market? Do I go to another antique store and keep looking? Sky's the limit. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I buy a table that I've wanted? I want like a console type table for my living room. Do I buy that? I don't know. And my husband's like, I don't know. Just decide. Do what you want. So, anyways, I ramble. That is it for me today. I appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with me, and all the craziness. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell. Make sure that you share the video, like the video, and comment on the video. I do read the comments. I do try to respond to them. I've actually been trying to respond a couple of times during the week. And this week, because I didn't get a lot of stitching done, I had a little bit more time on the phone. I did a little more commenting, like replying in the middle of the week. So that worked out really, really well. But I do, at least with a little heart emoji so that you know that I saw it. If not, I do respond to the comments. If you ask me a question about supplies or where I found a chart, I do my best to try to answer that and find a source for you. So, you know, if you do have any questions on anything, please don't hesitate to ask. If I know the answer or if I can quickly find it for you, I will share it. You might want to check the community tab on my page, because my YouTube page channel, because I have a couple of community posts in there. But if it's something that, if somebody asks a question and I feel like the bigger community could benefit from it, I might post something there. I'm trying to utilize that a little bit more. You know, I've known about it for a while and I've done 2 posts. So there's that. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more purposeful with getting you the information that you ask for, and helping as much as I can, because what fun is it if you see something that you like and you just have to have it and you can't find it anywhere. So anyways, that is it for me today. I was to share next week the market haul will be in. so I'll be able to share that with you as well. I think that's it. Until next time, happy stitching. Bye.